Thanks for tuning in, everyone. My name is Hando Kim, and in this video we're going to be going through how important it is to actually be quite creative when it comes to looking for the right tenant for your property. Just because it's an office doesn't mean you're only going to have lawyers and accountants in them, and just because it's a warehouse doesn't mean you're only going to have mechanics in them. In this video you're going to find out just how interesting and how future-proof the tenant I found in this property was, and I cannot wait till I show you what I have done to get this deal done, which I think is actually the best deal there ever was in 2020 in the commercial market where I am. Check it out. I'm really excited to show you this property. You might know this background because I've been running some videos of this Facebook ad, yeah, really excited to show you what's in store. Really perfect example of looking laterally for the perfect tenant. So don't think that you're always going to find tenants that are lawyers and doctors or whatever, but there's also other tenants that are just as stable, very promising, very future proof tenants that you might be able to explore as well. So let me take you inside and show you what's in store, and yeah, really excited to share with you some of the great results that we're able to achieve of this property. Speak soon. I am at one of the most exciting properties that I've ever had the pleasure to work with for, and it's this beautiful block of it's got land, it's got building, it's got character, it's got everything. The potential here was amazing. When the landlord purchased this property and she came to me and said, "Hando, I need this leased out," I seriously did have my doubts, but I tried my best. The location here is amazing because literally right opposite this building is Bunnings. So Bunnings know something about locations. I've done some leases where like especially the big large format type retail kind of tenants, what they ask is if they're venturing into a new territory, they ask, is there a Bunnings? Because that means Bunnings do their research. They're not a stupid group of people, so they obviously have the resources to actually research whether their move is going to be worth their while. So the fact that there's a Bunnings restaurant in the corner is actually a great indication that your property has been approved by a national company. So we're going to have a walk into this property. We have Lift Up Voices, which is a shout out. So they are a vocal training facility where they teach singing as part of a therapy to disabled people, and also especially children. So their funding is by NDIS, and they run a very, very clean and a very, very professional operation. They've actually been in business for a very long time. I'm very excited for being able to organize this space for them. They needed a combination of a open and sort of partition spaces so that they can have their sort of training rooms. They got some really cool things happening in some of these rooms with pianos and what have they got here? We've got pianos and speakers and headphones, microphones. This place is going to become soundproof, but it pretty much was anyway because a lot of these are double brick walls. They also needed some open space, just passing through this brand new kitchen, which is just fantastic. And there was some partition spaces out in the back that were on just temporary walls, and that's been opened up so that we have this great massive space. I'm just gonna go out of the frame so you guys can see how big this area is. A bit out of focus, but yeah, there we have it. It's actually quite a big area out in the back so that they have this open space too. They're going to bring in the new flooring, and it's just really exciting how well this property has been able to accommodate them. In terms of returns, the owner was able to achieve about 8% return. That's because she purchased it when it was completely empty. Now that's a pretty bold move to do, especially when it's an office building, but when you can find a property that has this much character, look, a fireplace, and look, this is a room in here, an office room, and look how large this space is. Look at that. New buildings just do not make large buildings or large office rooms anymore, and this one has them, and that's what really set this property apart. We do have a disabled toilet that we're actually working on, because this is the larger bathroom, and this was renovated as a brand new renovation at the beginning. So this property really had that edge. And once you bring that all together and you have an agent that's able to service the tenants really well, like myself, then you're going to be able to secure a return of that much. And this is a really nice area. So if I were to sell an office like this, now that it's tenanted as an investment, obviously the yield rate is going to become compressed, and the owner is going to enjoy lower yield rates and therefore build capital onto this property. From this property, she's then able to use the income as well to then service any further acquisition the owner might want to do down the track. And for myself, who was able to facilitate this deal, obviously would receive a bit of trust from the owner to actually assist them with the future deals as well, which I'm really excited for. Another thing that this property had going for was the parking arrangements. From the front of the property, there are two side car parks that are actually on the land itself, which then allows for the tenants and also any customers to come in and have their exclusive car parking here without sharing with anybody else. Now this is an Adelaide Fringe property that we have right now, and to have exclusive car parking, that is a real big point of difference, and that's what's going to get you the high rental rate. So for the landlords, a lot of properties are on the fringe, they are available for lease, and look, per square meter that you're really looking at around about the $300 mark. That's on the fringe. Now this is not on the main road fringe, probably in the side streets. Yes, the location is good because I've talked about Bunnings and all the rest of it, but because of all these things that are setting apart, we were able to get all the way up to $340, $350 gross per square meter with even less outgoings, because this is a fully contained non-strata property. So the owner pays less outgoings, but the gross is higher. So you do the math, and obviously this is a much better investment than a fringe property investment. So really excited that even in this time where there has been a real downturn in the office leasing market, I was able to look laterally so that there are tenants that are untapped, that are nevertheless still very secure in a very character property like this one. And yes, just if anyone might be curious, no, this property is not heritage listed. So this is actually right for redevelopment anytime, but the owner's intention obviously is to hold this as an investment, accommodating the tenants for as long as she can, and be able to explore those options down the track, which is how property investment should be. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme, but it's something that really needs to be planned, and the eye for detail really needs to be there to actually point out these unique factors, and to be able to provide an accommodation for a stable business, for a steady business to actually grow and to flourish. So I'm certain that that's what will happen to the current operators that are occupying the space, and I'm really excited for the landlord as well, for what I think is probably the best deal of 2020, despite all the crazy things that's been happening, not only here but around the world. Really excited. They got lessons booked in today, starting at 1 p.m. So really excited for the lives that this business is going to touch, and the amount of excitement that's going to bring to the actual, the market that this business is involved with, and also for the landlord to enjoy all the returns. If you have a commercial property like this, obviously you can get in touch with me and I'll be more than happy to assist. If you're looking at buying something and you just need a bit of advice around it and whether it's a good investment or not, I know it's very hard to actually decide everything for yourself, but if you want to come have a chat with me, then I really welcome that as well. So yeah, let's see how this one goes. I will hopefully give you another update about this property, and in the meantime, this tiger's watching you, so don't do anything naughty. Speak soon. Thanks, guys.